So there's many different strategies and techniques out there on the internet to reprogram your subconscious mind. However, are any of them working for you? And I want to ask you, with the techniques that you're going out and applying, are you applying them consistently? Chances are you're not, because you're not really seeing any results, you're not really seeing any changes. And so you're like, what's the point? I'm not seeing any changes, so what's the point of keeping up this habit? And so I want to show you 3 powerful subconscious reprogramming techniques to go ahead and reprogram your subconscious mind fast instead of waiting a long time, so you can actually see the results, actually implement it, and really change your life in a really powerful way. Now, I'm someone who used to struggle with procrastination. I hated following schedules. I used to work a 9-to-5 job, working 10 hours a day, and then eventually I started learning about reality and subconscious mind and reprogramming, and now I'm able to make a living from home. I'm able to help a lot of people. I've been able to travel all over the world. And not only that, I've helped my clients go ahead and make 6 and 7 figures in their businesses and much, much more. I basically help people reprogram themselves on an identity level, which basically transforms their reality. And some of the changes that I've been making recently within myself is doing things like going to the gym and working out and muscle building. And I've been making a lot of gains. I'm going to show you my gains. That's my muscle gains right there. And I've been doing it for like following schedules. That's something that I done maybe 6 months ago, and I really struggled to follow schedules, and now I'm just able to follow schedules easily and actually love doing it. And one of the things I've been focused on recently is my level of drive and motivation to get stuff done and get going and be like a go-getter. And so I've been shifting that, and I've been seeing huge changes in my level of motivation and drive to get things done. So the first technique that I want to share with you here today to reprogram your subconscious mind fast is to apply intense levels of emotions to your thoughts. So whatever your goal is, whatever your target is, whatever it is you want to manifest into your life, you want to apply high intense emotions to it. The stronger the emotion, the quicker it reprograms your subconscious mind. Let me share with you an extreme example of how this works. When someone gets into an accident, and it's an extreme accident, that can be very traumatic, right? That can be life altering. But behind that particular event in their life is an excess of emotion, high levels of emotion. So it's something they'll probably never forget. It's probably going to be something that's going to be very hard to get over. They may have symptoms of PTSD. That particular event now becomes a part of their subconscious mind instantaneously. And so from that, the subconscious can change instantaneously. It can change very fast. And so what you have to do is apply that same program or template in terms of reprogram your subconscious mind and add intense emotions. In the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, he talks about the 3 most powerful positive emotions, and that's the emotion of sex, the emotion of faith, and the emotion of love. These are high intense emotions. And so whenever you're in any of these states, that's a great time to begin reprogramming your subconscious mind. When you're feeling that high level of love is one of the best times. When you're feeling that emotion of sex, when you're feeling horny, right? That's one of the best times to reprogram your subconscious mind. When you have high levels of belief or faith, that's going to reprogram the subconscious mind. And when you can put all of these 3 together, that's going to reprogram your subconscious mind very, very fast. And so you don't want to rely on the external and waiting for these emotions to come up. You can use your imagination to think and brainstorm and elicit those particular emotions from your being. So you use your mind to imagine high levels of love. You use your emotions to imagine high levels of belief and go really extreme, go as high as you can. You can use your emotions to imagine high levels of the emotion of sex. And as you go ahead and apply those 3 particular emotions to what you're thinking about, okay, then it's going to really reprogram your subconscious mind really fast. So here's what I suggest that you do. First, you feel the feeling of gratitude. Gratitude puts you in a state of abundance. And once you do that, you bring those 3 emotions of faith or belief, sex, and love. And you go to the extreme of all of those 3 things and feel that and amplify it more and more. As you begin to amplify, and once you're in that state, Start visualizing the life that you want. Start visualizing yourself in the way that you would prefer to be. Start seeing the reality how you would prefer it to be, to begin reprogramming the subconscious mind for what it is that you want to create. This is going to now penetrate into the subconscious mind. And one of the best times to do this is the first thing in the morning or when you're going to bed. Alternatively, you can listen to theta brainwave frequencies, put your headphones on, listen to the theta brainwave frequencies here on YouTube, and go ahead and reprogram your subconscious mind using that, because you need to be in the theta state to go ahead and do this. Your body should be in a relaxed state, and that's what's going to penetrate into the subconscious mind. The second tip that I want to give you to reprogram your subconscious mind fast is to actually go ahead and expose yourself into the reality that you want. And what I mean by that is to get around the environment of the people who are where you want to be. So if you're wanting to be in a romantic, loving relationship, then you need to go be hanging out with those kinds of people. If you want to become successful financially, then you need to go and hang out with those kinds of people. So going out and exposing yourself to courses, to programs, to events, to retreats, to whatever is in alignment with your goals. And what happens is they start to impress upon your subconscious mind a new reality. You see, the way that they think, the way that they operate, they don't talk about the same things. They have different kinds of conversations and they operate differently. And as you begin to expose yourself to that particular reality, your subconscious mind is like, this is normal. This is natural. This is normal. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it. And so it must be normal for me to do it as well. A problem that we have in our reality when it comes to creating is we're around the wrong environments that don't manufacture the success that we want. So we think it's abnormal to be the level of success that we want. But when we expose ourselves to the reality that we are wanting to create for ourselves, often what happens is you start changing naturally. You start operating differently. And subconsciously, our mind wants to fit in, right? We want to fit in. And so we start molding our personality, which creates our reality, by the way. Your personality creates your personal reality. That's a quote from Dr. Joe Dispenza. So now you're adjusting your behaviors to align with this new peer group. And this new peer group is in alignment with what you want. When I did this myself, my life transformed. Hiring the coaches, the mentors, going to events like Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within seminar, going to Steve Ecker's Millionaire Mind Intensive seminar, going to healing retreats and workshops, meeting and being around the people who where I want to be, expose me to this reality. And my mind's like, oh yeah, this is normal, this is natural, and now it's a part of my identity, it's a part of who I am. Now, exposing yourself to books and audio books and things that you could just do at home is great. You're exposing yourself to an environment and stuff like this, but literally getting out and being around people who are where you want to be is key to creating the success that you want and reprogramming your subconscious mind fast. The last and third technique that I want to share with you is using the power of confirmation. We have confirmation biases, and this kind of ties into the law of attraction, because when you believe something, you start seeing it in your reality, and when you see it in your reality, your subconscious mind is like, oh yes, that's true. So for example, someone might walk around saying all men are bad or all women are bad and like all of this stuff. And so they attract people like that because that's what they believe. And then they get confirmation and say, oh yeah, see, I told you so. This is, all men are bad, all women are bad. And so they get a perpetual loop of what they believe. And so what you can do is you can use that intentionally to create what it is that you want. If you're someone that's manifesting more money in your life, and you see money on the floor, for example, it's just a penny, a cent, whatever on the floor, and you see that and you ignore it, you're not using confirmation bias. If you see it and you pick it up, you're confirming to yourself that you're attracting money. The universe or energy or reality is going to bring things in a certain way. It's not going to be the way that you necessarily want it to, but the universe works in multitudes of ways. And so we have to be open to the idea that things can happen in a multitude of ways. And when it does happen, to acknowledge it and confirm, oh, this is working for me. And when you confirm this is working for me, now you're going to manifest more of this is working for me. And you'll continue to see this is working for me, this is working for me, this is working for me. And as you begin to focus on that more, it begins to amplify more, and you reach more and more success in your life. So what you're doing here is you're using the power of your reticular activating system to filter out more of what you would prefer to see in your reality. What you're seeing in your reality is a result of your perspectives, beliefs, ideas, thoughts, and emotions. And when you can begin to change that and use it to see more of what you would prefer rather than what's default, now you're going to create a new default and you're going to see more of what you would prefer. Does that make sense? So focus on what you want. And then when you see it show up in the external reality, no matter how big or how small, confirm to yourself that you're making progress. Confirm to yourself that you're on the way. Confirm to yourself that it's happening, and it's happening. And feel the emotions as you begin to confirm it. And as you feel the emotions, just like with the intensity stuff, when you feel the emotions, now you're setting a track, you're setting a pathway towards what it is that you want. Now, what I just shared with you is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to reprogramming your subconscious mind fast. I have a really powerful technology and system called neutrality shifting, which can change you in literally a day. We mainly help people who want to follow through on their habits, want to follow through on their goals, want to make stuff happen, want to live out their dream life, create that business, become successful, and create those behaviors that lead to their success. So if you're looking for a practical and predictable way to use the law of attraction and manifest the reality that's in alignment with your truth, then book a call with my head coach, Jaden Johnson, at whatsappgavin.com. There'll be a link in the description where you can go ahead and book your free strategy session to find out more about how we can help you with our neutrality shifting program transform your life. And for more tips on reprogramming your subconscious mind, click on this video right here. And remember to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.